everybody, my name is Mars. You can call me MG if you would like, and today I have a tag video for you. This is the D&D Book Tag, which was created by Jem from The Creepy Geek and Ashley from Ashley's Bookish Life? Ashley's Literary Life. There's a lot of people's channels that sound very similar, and I get them confused a lot. I think it's Ashley's Bookish Life, but they will both be linked down in the description, the tag videos, and also the two of them are hosting in this month, in April, a D&D themed readathon, so I will link their announcement videos too, because that's super cool. Figure it's a timely time to do this tag, but basically there are 10 prompts, well, 9 prompts to pick books, and they are all D&D themed prompts, and I think it's so fun. If you didn't know, I adore D&D. I've been playing it for years and years and years, so when this tag dropped, I'm like, I have to do it. So I'm finally getting around to it, and without any further ado, why don't we just get into the questions? Number 1 is a fun one, and that is, everyone's dead. Pick a character with a tragic backstory, and for that I am going with Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. First of all, this cover, absolutely stunning. I love it so much. This is about a trans boy during the apocalypse. There's all sorts of stuff happening. It's body horror. It's such a great book. I love it. But yeah, the main character definitely has more than a bit of a tragic backstory. Next is Roll Persuasion with Advantage, and that is an auto by author, and I have gone with Margaret Rogerson. So here I have An Enchantment of Ravens and also Vespertine, and I loved Vespertine. I thought it was really good. I adore An Enchantment of Ravens. I consider this to be my second favorite book of all time, second only to The Bone Houses, which you'll see later, spoiler alert. But also, at the time of filming this, I have finished reading Sorcery of Thorns literally yesterday, and it's so absolutely fantastic. The only thing of Margaret Rogerson's I haven't read is the novella that comes after Sorcery of Thorns. It's called The Mysteries of Thorn Manor, I believe, and I can't wait to read that. It will be happening soon, and I will buy and read literally anything Margaret Rogerson puts out in the future, so she is definitely an auto-buy author for me. Okay, I had to take a short break from filming because there was an earthquake in Philadelphia. Obviously it wasn't bad because we don't live in an area that gets bad earthquakes, but I was a little spooked for a second there, but I've taken a minute to breathe and I can continue on with this video. So the next little phrase is "me and the boys gonna mess you up," which I'm pretty sure is from a TikTok audio about D&D, but the prompt for this is an ensemble cast that you love, and I'm going with The Brother Band Chronicles by John Flanagan. This series is so fun. I've been reading one book a month since the start of 2024, and the first 3 books were rereads for me, but everything else is going to be completely new. I've never read it before. But, the cast of this is so adorable. I love them so much. It is a Norse Viking inspired fantasy, and so we follow the members of this ship's crew led by our main character Hal, and everyone just has such a great, unique personality, and they all feel like real people, and it's just a really good time. Then we have I Rolled a 1, and that is a character that tries their best but keeps failing, and I have gone with 3 characters actually, and they are the Baudelaire children from a series of unfortunate events, which if you've read this you know, they really do try their best all the time, and things just don't go their way, hence there being a 13-book series of unfortunate events that happen to them. Next is Roll to Tame the Floof, and the prompt is a dangerous creature that you would love to have as a pet, and I have gone with a very not floofy character, and the character is from The Bone Houses, my favorite book of all time, and it is a bone goat, is the best way I can describe to you. It's a goat that becomes a zombie, and I love her so much. Just a really great time, a great part of this book. Then for the DM rolls unexpectedly, the prompt is a book that surprised you, and I'm going with The Uninvited by Kat Winters. This is historical paranormal with ghosts. It takes place during 1918, during the influenza epidemic, and the main character can see ghosts, and it's just very middle of the road most of the way through, and then there's this huge twist at the end that had me completely rethinking everything I had read before this, and it just blew my mind, and it was definitely a big surprise. For I Would Like to Rage, the prompt is a character with anger issues, and I'm going with Wu Zetian. I've practiced pronouncing it, and I'm still not sure I got it right, but I'm trying my best. The protagonist of Iron Widow. She is basically the definition of female rage, and I love her so much. This book is fantastic. Then we have Hip Thrust for Seduction, and the prompt is a book that is spicy, and I don't really have any spicy books. I have quite a few books that have like sex scenes in them, but they aren't what I would consider spicy because I feel like that's a very particular type of book with sex scenes, you know? So I've gone with the closest I can find, and that is Iron Wolf by Siri Petterson. This book is like weirdly sexually charged at times, and it's just off-putting to me, but that could just be a personal thing. I've never seen anyone else complaining about it online, so it's just my opinion that sometimes the spicy-ish bits kind of come out of nowhere, but this is the closest I have to a spicy book. And then the last prompt is, how do you want to do this? And that is a book with a satisfying ending, and I'm going with Uprooted by Naomi Novik. We're still ignoring the fact that I have had an ARC copy for the past 9 years and have not yet bought a finished copy, despite this being one of my favorite books. We're ignoring that. But so much happens in this book, and there's so many, like, separate things that all come together in the end, and I feel like it just wraps up so nicely, and I just adore the way this book ends. It's so good, and one day I'll buy a finished copy of it. The only thing left to do is to tag people because this is a tag video, and I'm going to tag people that probably won't do it, but it feels right to tag them anyway. They make more writerly content and not just bookish content like I do, but they are my friends Wallace, Katie, Devasia, and Becca, who I am currently playing a D&D campaign with. I will link the channel down below because we are streaming it. It is called The Blank Page Tavern, and we are currently playing through Tomb of Annihilation, and so definitely check it out if you like watching people play D&D. It's a really fun time, but it just feels right for the D&D book tag to tag my current D&D buddies, so that's what I'm going with. But we have now come to the end of this video, so if you've enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content, and that way I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone!